All right. Welcome to Bracket Bashers, the podcast. We take a bracket of 32, 64, 128, and more and banter our way down to a winner. I am your humble host this week as we celebrate our second anniversary. And this is Bubbles. You're on mute, dear.
I don't know how that happened. I did not touch that button. But I am Bubbles, and I am obviously like the ditzy bastard, but y'all love me anyways.
Jeremy back shortly. JP.
I'm JP. I'm just a normal guy from Montana.
Jamie.
Oh, we're skipping all the way over this way. Okay. Well, I'm your mouthy bastard. I'm here for it. I'm here ready to break in our new guest. I mean, we were all over chat recently, so this is gonna be a fun week to be live for it all. So it's gonna be a good one. And Q's words, let's go.
Go.
And we have a couple of first-time guests this week. There is an echo somewhere. Okay, possibly. Okay, that solved that problem. I don't know what the deal was, but Harley, how you doing there, love?
I am doing wonderful.
Harley, of course, is the one of our major commenters. There you go. I pronounced it right this time. In our comments every week, and it's our first time on the show. We are absolutely ecstatic to have you here. And Kevin as well. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, doing good. Been loving the shows.
And again, we're more than happy to have you on. Jeremy is back. He was having some problems. What you up to, sir?
Well, Freddie, funny you ask that. I am currently doing what we deserve for our 2-year anniversary and busting out a nice Cuban to fucking smoke for this shit. Thank you, DR, for having Cuban.
DeAndre is in comments.
We're gonna fucking celebrate 2 fucking years. We're about to go back, folks. Way back. Really, motherfucker? Because we're going back.
Kind of sounds
way
like
back. About 2 years ago back. To when Freddie, me, and a certain Harvandre banded together to start what would become one of the greatest, and I said greatest, podcasts of all time. Someday. And now we are celebrating 2 years. Come join us in 20 years when we get to our 22nd anniversary, bitches. Bastards are back and we're never going away.
Speaking of our people who were in comments but not on the show, we have DeAndre's in comments. DeAndre is from Mass Debaters, which is still probably one of my favorite podcast names of all time. And Yo Cholo is there as well, and we say hi to both of you guys. This week, as was stated, we are dealing with our second anniversary, or second birthday. I've been calling it my birthday, or our birthday, because I'm a child, I guess. So there's that. And we're dealing with sequels this week because that's what pretty much this is part 2. It's going to be myself, Bubbles, Jeremy, JP, Jamie. So 3 J's right in a row. That sounds like a good time. Harley, and then Kevin bringing up the rear on that one. We have a couple rules on this show. Number 1 is the entire fuck you, Freddy rule. There's going to be certain times during this show that you absolutely hate these matchups. And I do that just to piss you off. That is a perfectly good time to say, fuck you, Freddy. I have broad shoulders. I can take it. There's going to be an episode coming out on January 20th, this is my birthday, by the way, of people just telling me to fuck off. Currently, it is about 26 minutes long. Currently, so go ahead and feel free to add to that. The second rule is, of course, the blowing your load at the final swing. We vote round robin, as always, so there's going to be times where you don't want to go first if you are going first, and you can just tell me that you're going to blow your load or use your final swing. That makes you go last. If somebody else uses their final swing in the same turn, You are no longer going last. You are going directly before them, and so on and so forth. And last week, for Q's birthday, we started a new rule, and that is the steal a vote. And it worked absolute wonders. We kind of screwed Bubbles over twice on that one, so she's
My
in due
poor
for.
heart is still shattered over that.
Hey,
Thank you.
hey. Sometimes you gotta bend someone over and fuck them hard. What can you say?
She deserves revenge on that one. I am going to change it up a little bit this week because that was just supposed to be a one-time deal, but we absolutely loved it. It can only be used up to the quarterfinals, so no semifinal vote and no final vote. So you do have a deadline on those particular votes. The other one, however, the blowing your loads, you can use that anytime. Just do it carefully. Starting off, we have Captain America Winter Soldier versus Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Fuck you, Freddie, and your strokes.
No, I was waiting on a pause on that one just because I guaranteed it was coming. I'm not a huge fan of the entire Captain America series. It's just not really my thing. Guardians, however, the first one is absolutely fantastic. Second one almost matched it, although I think the first soundtrack was a lot better, but we're not talking about that one. As far as these two movies go, I'm going to have to go with Guardians 2 because I personally think it is a better movie. Guardians 2 gets my vote. Bubbles.
I am going to take this opportunity to say, fuck you, Freddie, because we all know that I absolutely love Marvel. But out of, like, if I were to be holding like these in DVD form in front of my face, I would pick Guardians of the Galaxy. I agree. I think it was a better made movie.
Jeremy.
Well, thank you, Freddie, for putting me back in my rightful place. I'm a top, not a bottom. And Dre, I feel a little bit hurt from that, Dre. I feel a little bit of hurt, buddy. You know I love you. and that's why I'm gonna. I mean, if it's Veterans Day, we should be going Captain America 2 for the veterans, honestly, if you ask me. But I'm gonna agree with Dre because he's my homie, and we're gonna go Guardians of the Galaxy 2 because it is a better movie by far. Winter Soldier was okay. They kind of fucked it up.
JP, what's your vote?
I say Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Typically, any movies that are made where they're mapped out, like James Gunn did, you're less likely to have subpar sequels.
Guardians 2 gets to vote and the win on that one. Answering Yo Cholo and comment, by the way, Dank is not here today. He is answering Workman's phone currently. He is out doing his work thing this week. So go yell at him. Jamie, Guardians 2, Winter Soldier.
Okay. Like, I was not impressed at all with Winter Soldier. I always anticipate something that I don't get out of Captain America. I still love his character in the comics, just not in the movies, unfortunately. So it's going to be Guardians 2 because Guardians 2 really ties in some of the background story information to 1. It also ties into 3 eventually, and the soundtracks do get better and better. So I'm just going to keep giving it to Guardians there. That's probably going to be quite a bit of my vote.
Guardians gets a vote. Yo Cholo's in comments. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. That's a mouthful.
That's a stroke number 2 for you also.
Yeah, it's more than that. Was way too much. James Gunn blew his load.
Oh,
not on this show. Although we would absolutely love to have James Gunn on the show to blow his load. That is perfectly fine.
He can blow.
We might get canceled after that, but you know.
It's all right. Harley, Guardians 2 or Winter Soldier?
Okay, I am not a Marvel fan at all. I am DC all the way, so I'm going to have to go Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Gets another one, and Kevin finishes out.
Yeah, I'm the same as Harley. I'm not a Marvel guy. I catch a lot of flack for this all the time. But since it is Veterans Day, I'll just take Winter Soldier.
So
Give
in
him some
a
love.
6-1 vote, uh, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 moves on to the next round. Bubble starts us off. We have a Pixar matchup coming up for Bubbles. Is it Toy Story 2 or Monsters University?
Oh, that's not even a fuck you, Freddie. I definitely think Toy Story 2 was just a lot bit better than Monsters University. I like watching Monsters University. I don't think I've even like watched it all the way through. I think I've just kind of caught bits and pieces of it, and in my mind, I have put it together as a whole movie.
So Toy Story 2 gets a vote. Jeremy, Toy Story 2 or Monsters University?
I mean, Monsters University wasn't even that. It was a good movie, but it wasn't that great a movie. I mean, Toy Story 2 is legendary because you got a guy that kind of looks like the bearded geek down there that likes to play with his toys all day. So, I mean, and it introduced us to Woody getting some wood. So, yeah, Toy Story 2.
Gets another one. JP?
As a person that's got an 8-year-old daughter, I've seen Toy Story 2, but not Monsters University. So I'm saying Toy Story.
You're missing out, dude. I mean, it's nowhere near as good as Toy Story 2 is, but it's still a damn good movie. Jamie, Toy Story 2 or Monsters University?
I don't know how much I really cared for Monsters University. I appreciate the attempt at it because Monsters Inc. was just too damn good. So it was hard to come up with the follow up on that. Toy Story 2 introduced us to more characters. I mean, especially Jesse and Bullseye and all that stuff. I don't know. I just feel like Toy Story gets better and better each time around. So 2, it is Toy Story 2.
With that, gets the win. Harley, is it Toy Story 2 or Monsters University?
I'm gonna have to go Toy Story 2 because Monster
Gets-
University was completely off track.
And
Gets
Shanna,
another one.
I don't think the Operation Toys nag me all the time because I think it's in S&M and it likes it.
All right. So apparently, Facebook user for our people on YouTube right now is Shanna, who is a previous bastard, and we absolutely love her. I would log on to YouTube, my dear, so we don't confuse you with other people. But I do agree with you. The entire operation, like that, it kind of gives me it kind of gives you Sid vibes at the moment. So, Kevin, Toy Story 2, Monsters University.
Oh, it's not even a question. It's Toy Story 2. It's far superior.
And you know what? I actually kind of think these are not too terribly far off from each other, to be perfectly honest, as far as quality. But I will give Toy Story 2 the sweep in honor of Tom Hanks, because next week we're going to be celebrating Thanksgiving in a Tom Hanks giving episode. So there is that. Toy Story 2 gets the win, the 7-0 sweep on that one. Jeremy starts us off. Is it Terminator 2 Judgment Day or John Wick 2?
Oh, that's a pretty fucking easy one, Freddie. Hey, no fuck you on that shit. I mean, I've never seen any of the John Wick movies, so it's definitely going to be Terminator 2 because that movie was one of the coolest movies in the 90s. And fucking, you get to see its freaking mom get a freaking blade through her hand. That's metal as shit.
Terminator 2 gets a vote. JP?
Terminator 2. Nothing made me want a dirt bike more than him taking off from the mall on that dirt bike getting chased.
Gets another one. Jamie, John Wick 2 or Judgment Day?
Oh man. I don't know why, but I really didn't like Terminator 2 at first. When I was younger. I'm okay with it now. I don't mind that movie as much. So I'm gonna give it to John Wick for the shit of it. Because I I don't have anything in this match. I don't give a fuck. Really. So fuck that, Freddie. Vote box and
Well, no, I mean, and to perfectly just go off that there, Jamie. I was going to vote for John Wick as well because I think it's a better movie. But there's that.
I think the John Wick is good
because it's fucking John Wick, dude. I mean, the first one was great. Second one almost followed it.
I'm gonna
Harley
have to go with John Wick too.
Gets another vote. Kevin.
It's got to be T2. John Wick was good. A lot of action in it. More action than T2, but it was action for the sake of action. T2, I think the storyline was better. You had freaking Arnold doing the cocking the shotgun with a flip. I mean, come on. That's just dope right there.
Yep.
So T2 all day.
Kind of a good way to shoot your face off, though, too. Like, I kind of wonder how many people tried that and ended up, like, killing somebody. Or at least shooting out a window.
Only down south where they're smoking the meth, buddy.
That's a good way to get a vasectomy, just right there. I'm going to go with John Wick 2, personally. That I love the entire action for the sake of action. John Wick 2 is just balls out the entire way. I love Terminator 1. In fact, Terminator 1 is still it's coming up on like 1,000 days as far as the Mercy Rules champion over at Bracketology. And the way that works, by the way, is that the faster you get the Mercy Rule done is how that's set. And that's set at like 20 minutes. So that just blew the other one. Granted, the other movie was Cocoon, so there's probably why. But John Wick gets my vote. It also means it's a tie-breaking decision coming to Bubbles.
Oh, why would you do that to me? Because I'm with Jamie on this one. Like, this particular mashup, like, I really don't care. It's definitely not going to be up in the finals.
Don't pop on me, Bubble. Come on.
Oh man, like this is difficult because, like I said, I don't really like.
For the
what? I'm gonna give this to the comments. And it looks like, from what I see, Terminator 2 has been the majority. Am I right on that, Freddie?
You are correct.
Yo Trello is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with comments on this one, just because, again, it's I don't care which one wins, really.
T2 moves on in a split vote and going on to the next round. JP starts us off. Is it Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom or Lord of the Rings? Oh, JP is not here. Where the fuck JP go?
Yeah,
That's
he
nice.
must have
I think he's
dropped
having
out.
sound issues.
The Terminator came back and finally.
Yeah, probably. Well, okay. I'm going to wait for JP. Other than that, I'm going to give, if he's not here by the time the circle's out, I'm going to give his vote to the people in comments. So people in comments, listen up to this one. Is it Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, or Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom? But right now, it's going to move on to Jamie. What is your pick?
Yes,
I'm going to say with the utmost confidence, fuck the Lord of the Rings. I've not seen a single one of them. I'm probably not gonna. And I just don't have a good reason why. I'm just not going to waste my time. I own the movies somehow. I'm not sure who gave them to me, but okay.
Talking trees, Jamie. Talking trees. God damn it.
Indiana Jones. It's gonna be. I mean, who doesn't want a fucking satchel? Okay.
JP
And a fucking hat.
Jamie is going to go for Indiana Jones right here, and it looks like so far the only person to comment on this particular vote was Yocholo at Indiana Jones 2. So that's in the running for JP's vote currently.
JP's back already. He's backstage, it says.
Not according to my. Okay, well he is, but it didn't register on my shit. So all right. So JP, I guess, because I don't know why that didn't work out, but is it Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, or Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom?
Indiana Jones.
Gets another vote. Jamie went that way too. Harley, Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, or Lord of the Rings, Two Towers?
Indiana Jones.
Gets another one. Kevin.
So it's really against like wizards and elves versus badass archaeologists. I'm going badass archaeologist. Indy.
Gets a vote. I tend to agree with you guys, and I made a comment. I was talking to my boss at work today, and she made a comment that Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, is not a sequel; it's a continuation. It's the same, basically the same storyline out of all three movies is one thing. It's just one movie split into three segments. Casey's in comments wishing us a happy second. Thank you, Casey.
Thank you, Casey.
So for my boss, because believe it or not, like I actually like my boss. She's actually pretty cool for the most part. So I'm gonna go with Indiana Jones on the logic that Two Towers is not a sequel; it's a continuation. So that's my logic on that one. He does get the vote and the win. Bubbles, is it Temple of Doom or Two Towers?
I'm gonna go with Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, because my little nerd heart is telling me to do so.
Gets one vote on that one. Jeremy, Two Towers or Temple of Doom?
I mean, it obviously has to be Two Towers. Yeah, it's a continuation, but if you're going to put it in this fucking list to begin with, then it's getting voted for because Indiana Jones is boring as shit compared to Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, Two Towers is where it starts getting action, actually. The Battle of Helm's Deep is one of the fucking greatest war scenes in any movie ever. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, you got an elf and a dwarf counting how many fucking people they can kill in a competition with each other. That's just pure movie fucking gold. I love Harrison Ford, but no, A Man with a Whip is not a better movie than a fucking legendary creatures teaming up to fight evil. Fucking Christ.
I
Uncultured
love you, Jeremy.
The love is mutual, baby.
Oh, thanks.
Chansey is in comments, another previous bastard as well, and we're absolutely happy to have him in comments today. It says, does that mean that the original Halloween 2 is also a continuation since it takes place on the same night? I don't know because I do not like any of the Halloween movies at all, but it's also not on this list. So that's not really a contentious point at this time, but I may have to, with the expression that Jamie has in her face, I may have to take another look at this. Temple of Doom moves on 5-2. Jamie starts us off. We had a Marvel matchup, and now we have a DC matchup. Is it, and I threw this in just for Jeremy, is it The Dark Knight or Batman Returns?
Ah!
The nipples!
Really? Fuck you.
I agree with Casey.
Fuck the fuck right the fuck off. Fuck you. On your fucking horse that you fucking rode in on.
His name is Friday.
I hope a man in a latex batsuit comes up and fucks you from behind. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm already questioning our friendship because of your Halloween comment. I mean, just like JoJo, we're not sure about you no more. Why? Why are you making me choose between these?
You can blow your load, or I would say you can steal a vote, but
I'm not gonna no. Just repeat my choices again.
is it The Dark Knight, which is the Heath Ledger movie, or Batman Returns, the nipple movie?
The nipple movie. Love how you put
Nipple.
that in there. Starring nipples. I'm gonna give it to The Dark Knight. That's probably what me and the whole family watch the most. Absolutely enjoy the most. I don't know. There's something about that movie that sticks with you, and it's really easy to rewatch. So we're gonna give it for the rewatchability. Definitely going to be Dark Knight.
Dark Knight gets a vote. Harley.
Casey,
Okay, I'm
you know me too well to make sure that's not happening. You know me too well.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna start off by saying fuck you, Freddie. But
You're
okay,
saying
so
person finally.
exactly. So Heath Ledger was one of the best Jokers besides Nicolas Cage. So I'm gonna have to give it to The Dark Knight because of Heath Ledger, not Nicolas Cage. Sorry.
I was gonna comment, but it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Nicolas
Jack
Cage
Nicholson.
Yes,
did
Jack
play
Nicholson.
a Batman of sorts in Kick-Ass, but that was the only actual connection. Although he was supposed to play a Superman at one time.
And you can actually see that in the Flash.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Harley. What was your vote? I'm trying to deal with comments too. So
It's The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight gets another one. Kevin, The Dark Knight or Batman Returns?
I hate the Nolan Batman series, and I do not like Clooney as Batman. But I do think Heath Ledger was the best Joker, so I'm gonna have to go Dark Knight.
I somebody happened to drop off and is coming back. Hold up. Or not. Okay, that's weird. I'm gonna steal a vote. I'm going to steal Jeremy's vote.
Come fucking motherfucker! Motherfucker! I saw it coming. I saw it coming. Shall be payback, Freddie. It shall be payback of the harshest manner.
And I will be going for the Dark Knight on this one for 2 votes. Bubbles.
Yeah, I would have to say this is definitely a fuck you, Freddy kind of mashup because I'm not big on DC at all myself. However, these are 2 Batman movies that I would willingly go sit down and pick out and watch. I am going to go ahead and pick Dark Knight on this one because kind of like what Jamie said, the something about it just like really resonates with you. Like there's so often that I actually like transport into like different pieces of the movie, so I'm gonna go with Dark Knight on this one.
Jamie. Dark Knight, Batman Returns.
What? You already asked me.
Or sorry, JP. I'm getting my J's mixed up, and I'm hoping to give Casey this entire thing, so we're not all dead to him. Apparently.
Oh yeah.
JP, is it Batman Returns or Dark Knight?
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight, which means yes, in the record books, it's going to show that Jeremy voted for the Dark Knight. Moving on in a sweep.
This is a Dark Knight indeed, Freddie. This is a Dark Knight indeed. That fucking Batman Returns loses to the worst Joker ever in fucking Batman movie history and TV history.
And according to the record books, you voted for him, so that's nice.
Just like
Harley.
Just like Trump, you're faking the record books.
There's no way he's worse than Jared Leto.
Jared Leto I like better.
Harley starts us off. Is it Deadpool 2 or The Mummy Returns?
Deadpool 2. Not a huge Mummy fan here.
Deadpool 2 gets a vote. Kevin?
Oh, this is actually one of the few Marvel franchises that I do like. But I like the Mummy franchise as well. This is a fuck you, Freddy. This is definitely a fuck you, Freddy for me. God damn it, Deadpool.
Deadpool 2 gets another vote. I'm gonna go with Mummy Returns. To be perfectly honest, Deadpool 2 sucked.
Motherfucker!
Like
You got your damn mind?
it was funny, but in comparison to the first movie, it wasn't really that good. Like
The
it
baby legs,
really wasn't.
motherfucker. The baby legs make the whole fucking movie.
It did it did happen to play back on the entire like the 3 pounds of cocaine to the blind lady type thing. Yeah, but that was the only part of that movie that I actually enjoyed. However, Mummy Returns, I would say that entire trilogy, the original trilogy, is fantastic, but I'm not a huge fan of the third one that has like Jet Li in that one. But the Mummy Returns will be getting my particular vote on that one. Bubbles, Mummy Returns or Deadpool?
I'm struggling with this one, Freddie.
How? How?
How? What do you mean how? Because I'm with Freddie on this. Like I love the Mummy.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser is a damn godsend. All right, let's.
Absolutely. And he's
I
looking
agree with
really
that.
good right now. Like I've seen some recent pictures of him. And I mean, I had a thing back in the day for him when the Mummy came out. I've got a thing for him now. So I mean, he's consistent. That's we like consistency. But I feel the same way about Ryan Reynolds. Like I can't even think with my pants on this one because I'd be going both ways here too. But
The hands are too moist to think in this one.
oh god, and both like just full on cast. They just got like really good looking casts too. Oh god. Oh man, can I phone a friend? Like
You can blow your load, or you can talk to comments.
Dre,
Dre,
do. He's a wise
while
man.
you're
Sometimes.
while you're thinking, Dre's in comments, going for Deadpool 2. Yo Cholo is. I'm pretty sure he commented it somewhere. Going for Mummy 2. And nobody else has commented on particular ones. So you're split in comments.
oh god, okay, right? Everything's just split here.
Casey said Deadpool 2. That's 2-1. There you go.
Okay. Casey did say Deadpool as well. So
Okay. You know what? I am going to go ahead. I'm going to go with Deadpool on this one.
Deadpool gets a vote. Jeremy, Deadpool 2 or Mummy Returns?
Hot take here for a second. The Mummy movies are hashtag garbage. Hot, moist garbage. Stinking up the kitchen, get the fuck out. It's got to be Deadpool 2. It's the motherfucking juggernaut. Yes, it's not as good as Vinnie Jones did it in Last Stand, but it's the motherfucking juggernaut, my college namesake. Like fucking Christ. It's the juggernaut, and he rips Deadpool in half. That's the most comic book thing I've ever seen in a fucking movie. So, fuck it. And I can't wait for Deadpool 3 either. Whoever said that in the comments. I saw it. I can't wait for Deadpool 3 either because it's going to be fucking epic as shit.
I think that was Yo Cholo.
My boy
Yeah.
Cholo.
Yep. Deadpool gets the vote and the win on that one. JP, Deadpool 2 or Mummy Returns?
I'd probably have to go with Deadpool 2.
Gets another one. Jamie, finish us out.
Definitely Deadpool 2. Definitely. No questions.
What
I
up,
think
Matt
it's funnier
Sparks?
than the first one. I think it's damn near funnier than the first one.
Nowhere near. Deadpool 2 moves on 6-1 to the next round. Next up, Kevin starts us off. I did put this one in for Jeremy. Like, legitimately, I put this one in for Jeremy. Is it The Empire Strikes Back or Aliens?
Aliens. Anything and everything against anything Star Wars.
You call yourself a DDO like Star Wars?
Yes!
What the fuck?
Yeah, anything and everything against anything Star Wars. I'm so sick of everything Star Wars. So it's got to be Aliens.
Now, funny
He's
thing
on the
you
throne.
mentioned that too is because we've been putting Jeremy off as much as possible about the entire Star Wars bracket. He's been wanting to do a Star Wars bracket. On the books that we have not announced yet, we are doing a Star Wars bracket on the 4th of May.
That I'm hosting, motherfuckers.
So,
I'm
just
so excited.
Oh,
Yes.
Bubbles, you can be my Vanna White. It's all good.
I fully believe Spaceballs is a better Star Wars movie.
I
Spaceball,
agree.
and
Right there.
by the way, Jeremy, I don't care if you host, but I am making the bracket.
Oh, be my guest. Be my guest. I can cell phone it. And Kevin,
Spaceballs.
Send me your address. I'm going Jason Bob Strike Back on your fucking ass.
Spaceballs will be on that bracket.
Oh,
Blue Harvest from Family Guy will be on that bracket.
Blue Harvest better be in that fucking bracket. So should all the Family Guy ones.
I'll add the first one. And of course, the Robot Chicken version will be on that bracket as well.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
Mainly because I don't think I could find 16 good Star Wars movies.
Don't
So-
forget
There is none.
Ewoks. Don't forget Ewoks Caravan of Courage.
You'll be lucky to find one.
Phineas
The
and
Christmas
Ferb.
special,
Yeah.
the Star
Oh,
Wars Christmas special will be on that bracket.
It's classic. You have to put it on there.
I would
So-
super appreciate it if you would put the Phineas and Ferb episode on there as
Yes,
well.
yes. I don't even like Beans and Ferb. I love that episode.
I love
Well,
Phineas and Ferb. That's
Throw that into our chat, and I will make sure to make a note somewhere. So
And the Trailer Park Boys episode where they do the whole lightsaber fight between Mr. Leahy and Ricky with the whole "I am your father."
Bubbles. Is it Aliens or Empire Strike Back?
I'm like 99% sure we all know which way I'm swinging on this one. I'm definitely going Empire.
Just
Swing it
as
this
long
way.
as you're swinging, I'm perfectly okay with that. Jeremy, Empire Strikes Back or Aliens?
Fuck Aliens compared to Empire Strikes Back. Don't get me wrong. Aliens is an amazing franchise. I fucking love it. Well, I love the prequels more than the originals, but same as Star Wars. But Star Wars Empire Strikes Back is the fucking one of the greatest Star Wars movies of all time. In most lists, it is the number one Star Wars movie of all time because it has the most memorable moments and it introduced the great Boba fucking Fett and the great Lando Calrissian, Billy D. fucking Williams, the cool side of the pillow. It's fucking one of the greatest movies ever. I mean, how can you not love it? If it was New Hope, then it'd be a little more debatable. But it's fucking Empire. Imperial March, the Emperor introduced. Like, fucking Christ. If you don't pick Empire, you're picking against history. And you're ruining the country for our children.
We were having a debate at work today about the greatest trilogies of all time because we were talking about having our second birthday today and what we're going to do for our third birthday. I was thinking like the best trilogies. And the person I was talking to ended up saying that the original Star Wars trilogy should be in like the best, should be in the finals for that. May not win it, but in the finals for that one. It's like, no, because New Hope just kind of ruined that. You have to have all three movies be good movies. Rush Hour should win the entire thing, but that's me.
Back to the Future.
No, the third Back to the Future movie is my favorite one, but that's not that good. So it would completely ruin that one. It is tied, by the way, 2-2. JP, Empire Strikes Back or Aliens?
I haven't seen either one for a long time, but if Ewoks are in the Empire Strikes Back, I'll go Empire
not.
Strikes Back. They're not?
But
Well,
Ewoks are
still,
Return of the Jedi. But
well, Ewoks are still better than anything.
I agree. Little Bigfoots. They're little Bigfoots.
Empire Strikes Back gets another vote. Jamie, Empire Strikes Back or Aliens?
This isn't a hard one at all. It's Aliens.
Which
Jamie,
means Harley.
Where's my fourth stroke when I need it? Goddammit.
Too bad for you.
Which means Harley
You'd like it.
gets tie-breaking decision. Is it Empire Strikes Back or Aliens?
Okay, well, I'm going to go with D in the comments, and I'm going to vote against history and go for Aliens.
Atta girl.
And yet again, a Star Wars movie does not make it out of the first round.
It won a fucking bracket one time, so yeah. Not bracketology.
Actually, it's won two of them, and one of them was one of the worst movies of all time.
Because I wasn't there, Freddie. Because I wasn't at that.
And the other bracket it won is because I wasn't there. So, which is one of the reasons I'm here every single week. Aliens moves on 4-3 to the next round. Last up in the first half of the first round, I start us off, and we have Kill Bill Volume 2 versus Godfather 2. Shout out to Harvey on this one, because I know Harvey absolutely loves the Godfather series in general. He's even said, I'm pretty sure he said a couple times that Godfather 2 is actually better than the first Godfather, which
He has.
he's probably the only person I've ever heard say that. But Tarantino is fucking fantastic. So Kill Bill, which I love the storyline in that one too. I kind of want to say that it's just a continuation of the first movie, which it is, which should ruin my plot point on voting for it. But I love the movie. It's absolutely fantastic. So Kill Bill will be getting my vote. Bubbles, is it Godfather 2 or Kill Bill 2?
So I'm gonna go with Kill Bill 2. So kind of like comparing the movies to the first movie, I feel like there was a lot of consistency between Kill Bill Volume 1 and Volume 2, and I fucking loved it. So
Kill Bill gets another one. Jeremy?
Well, first things first, Dre. A nun talking about sex can be very interesting if it's the right nun. Come on now. We've all seen American Horror Story. So, I've seen plenty of girls in nun costumes talking about sex, and you're sitting right there on the edge of your seat, like, please show me Jesus. But as far as this matchup goes, I will 100% say Godfather 2. It's one of the greatest trilogies of all fucking time. I wouldn't say it's better than the first Godfather by any fucking means. The Horsehead scene kind of steals that movie. But, I mean, Godfather 2 is a pretty fucking good movie. And me and Harvey did debate this on part of my fandom back in the day, but it was like apples and oranges, so it didn't really work. But, I mean, Godfather is an amazing movie trilogy, so Godfather 2 all day. Fucking, I wanted to be a fucking mafia man after watching those movies for the longest time in middle school.
The only time I wanted to be a mafia man is actually watching the movie Mafia.
Mafia? I don't even think I know that.
If you ever get a chance, anybody out there get a chance, go watch the movie Mafia. It's a spoof movie.
Oh.
And it's after this guy gets spoilers alert, but this movie is 30 fucking years old. This guy gets killed by his like grandson because he gets shot in the face with like an old fashioned bug spray container multiple times. It's just it gives me like Naked Gun type feeling. That's pretty much what it is. I totally forgot where I'm at. JP, is it Godfather 2 or Kill Bill 2?
I'll go with Kill Bill 2.
Gets a vote. Jamie?
So Kill Bill 2 or Godfather 2?
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And what's our comments been going for? Because this is a tough one for me. Not a fuck you. I'm not invested, but it is a hard decision. So fuck you.
Casey said Godfather 2.
Casey said Godfather 2 too.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay.
Joe Cholo is Godfather 2. And I didn't see anything official from the rest people. So
Casey says Godfather 2 as well.
Yeah, I mean that's probably I don't know. That's what I was thinking about. So yeah, we'll go Godfather 2. I ain't mad about that.
Gets a vote. Harley, Godfather 2. Godfather. Harley, Godfather 2 or Kill Bill Volume 2.
Godfather 2.
It's a vote. It looks like Amanda is saying Godfather 2 and DeAndre is saying Kill Bill. So it is a tie game. It does look like comments are split. To finish this out, Kevin, in a tie-breaking decision, is it Godfather 2 or Kill Bill Volume 2?
I gotta go Kill Bill. Kill Bill 2. I just think it was better.
Could you imagine
If-
somebody just walking into this show at that very moment? You're gonna have to kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
Man, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
And fuck
Bill,
them
man.
kids. All right. Kill Bill moves on 4-3 to the next round. We'll be right back right after this break. Jeremy is the only person who usually has an ad at this time. So our guests, JP, Harley, and Kevin, at the end of round 1, if you would like to do like a live ad type thing, Jeremy will show you in a second. He's always good. He's always good for like a live ad type demonstration. You are more than welcome to do so, and we'll go from there. There's nobody else on here that wants to do an ad, correct? Nobody? Okay. Jeremy, what's up this week?
Well, what we got going on this week is you got the finale of part 1 of the Rolling Stone Top 500 bracket. That's right. You can finally see all of it. You can hear all of it is more the word. You can see all of it too on YouTube, but you can hear all of it. Hear all the ridiculousness. Hear about Harvey Laguerre's bag of dicks. Hear about Casey's meaning of the word 212 and why it's so special to him that night. And all the other great moments we had in it. And part 2 is coming up the last week in November, so be sure to check out Tootle's Huron as well. And we look forward to having everybody watch. It's going to be interesting. A lot more lower ranked songs. So it's only going to get better as we go on, hopefully. Though, fuck Rolling Stones. Their rankings are bullshit.
Welcome back for the second half of round 1. It looks like Bubble starts us off on this one. Is it Catching Fire from the Hunger Games or Dead Man's Chest from Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh man, fuck you, Freddie.
I mean, the offer's there, so.
Just careful, I might take you up on that. Distance means nothing.
That's it doesn't reach that far, hon. Come on.
Unless you're Tommy Lee, distance means a lot.
This is really hard. I'm gonna blow my load.
Bubbles has decided to blow her load on this one. Jeremy, is it Dead Man's Chest or Catching Fire?
Hold on, I'm getting the squirt out of my fucking beer here, but it's gonna be Dead Man's Chest versus Hunger Games? No, the Hunger Games can catch fire and fucking die for all I care. I'm fucking 100% going with Dead Man's Chest. Pirates of the Caribbean is one of the greatest fucking movies ever, and Dead Man's Chest is fucking just it's a continuation. It's not really a sequel, I'd say, but it's fucking amazing. Davy Jones, they did him amazingly in the CGI. He was actually just in the most awesome creatures and monsters bracket that we did on Global Strangeness. So, I mean, Dead Man's Chest all fucking day. And it's Johnny fucking Depp. How can you go wrong?
Dead Man's Chest gets a vote. JP, Dead Man's Chest or Catching Fire?
I'll go with Dead Man's Chest, even knowing that they did Orlando Bloom dirty. I mean, like, how did he not get the girl?
Yeah. Dead Man's Chest gets a vote. Jamie, Dead Man's Chest or Catching Fire?
I'm gonna go with Catching Fire. I enjoyed the books better, but I'm gonna go Catching Fire.
Books are always better.
I'm gonna laugh.
Usually.
I'm gonna laugh if it comes down to a split decision for Bubbles.
No, don't do that to me.
Harley, Catching Fire, Dead Man's Chest.
I'm going to have to go with Dead Man's Chest because it's Johnny Depp. Do I need to say more?
Kevin, Catching Fire, Dead Man's Chest.
I got a jar of dirt. Desmond.
That's not
That's
Dead
the
Man's
third
Chest.
one, but
That's
Same,
it seems like you don't know what movies you're talking about here.
same franchise. Same franchise.
You said George Clooney as Batman when it was a Michael Keaton Batman movie up against Dark Knight.
I don't care.
I don't care. Fuck you. Dead Man's Chest gets gets a vote. I'm going to give it to Catching Fire, but Dead Man Chest will be moving on, avoiding a tie game on this one for Bubbles. But Bubbles, what is your vote?
I agree with Dre, by the
I'm
way.
going to give it to Catching Fire on this one, then, even though it's not moving forward.
Dead Man Chest moves on 4-3, placing a 6-1 in the next round. Jeremy starts us off. Is it Super Troopers 2 or Shrek 2?
Never seen Super Troopers 2. I only watched the first one for Mass Debaters. But, I mean, Shrek. The second Shrek movie is my favorite fucking Shrek movie. Because it's basically like Meet the Fockers meets Shrek. So I love fucking Shrek 2. It's hilarious. It's a fucking great movie. Getting to meet parents and everything. Like, fucking Shrek 2. Come on.
Shrek 2 gets a vote.
Casey, what is
Casey-
wrong with you? No.
Casey is going for Troopers. Yo Cholo is going for Shrek 2. And DeAndre is going for Shrek 2 as well. JP, is it Shrek 2 or Super Troopers 2?
I got to admit, I haven't seen Super Troopers 2 yet, but Shrek 2 is great. I mean, it's a hilarious movie, and Mike Myers is on it.
Shrek 2 gets a vote. Jamie.
Let me give you just a little bit of bastard advice here. Just don't waste your time watching the other movie. It's a fucking waste. It's not funny at all. Trying way too hard, way too thirsty, drinking Aquafina. Not for me. I'm going to go with Shrek 2. Thank you.
Harley.
I'm going to go with Shrek 2 also.
Gets a vote. And the win, Kevin.
Oh, it is easily Shrek 2. Super Troopers. If it was going against the original Super Troopers, it may be closer, but no, it's got to be Shrek 2.
I'm getting sick of these shenanigans.
I agree with that too. Like if it was Super Troopers 1 versus Shrek 2, I'd go Super Troopers all the way. Because that is probably one of the funniest movies I've seen hand down. However, Super Troopers 2, I think it hurt it to live up to such high expectations as Super Troopers 1. If you're going to watch the second one alone and never seen the first one, it's a funny movie, but you automatically going to compare it to the first one, and it sucks. The worst part about Super Troopers 2 is the simple fact that it was fan financed, and it turned out to be such a crap film. So it's not a crap film. It's actually shot very well. It's just nowhere near as funny as the first one, and I feel bad for that. But Shrek 2 will be getting my vote on this one. Bubbles, finish this out. Is it Shrek 2 or Super Troopers 2?
I have also not ever seen Super Troopers 2, so I'm going with Shrek 2.
And look at Yo Cholo calling out his boys.
Yeah, I wasn't going to post that, but
It happens.
Yo Cholo's in comments. I caught that too. They were both talking about the wrong Batman film, LOL, and their DC peeps. Shake my head. I'm assuming I don't know if this is true or not. Is SMH shake my head, or is that so much hate? Like
Yes.
okay, I couldn't remember which is which.
No, thank you. I thought it meant so much hate for fucking like 5-6 years before I realized it meant shake my head.
That's for the life of me. I thought it was so much hate because it's always it always followed something that
Ridiculous.
is
Hey,
kind of like
I guess
that.
technically it could be both.
Yeah. So that's where I was going. Anyway, Shrek 2 moves on in a sweep. We'll be facing a sweep in the next round. JP starts us off. Is it Die Hard 2 or Lethal Weapon 2?
Oh, I'm going Lethal Weapon 2.
Lethal Weapon 2 gets a vote. Jamie.
I wanted to bust out laughing when you said that. Yeah, Lethal Weapon 2. I think they probably do start getting worse after that, but why not? Why? I've got to.
Gets a vote. Harley, Lethal Weapon 2 or Die Hard 2?
Lethal Weapon 2.
Kevin.
The original Die Hard was a better Christmas movie than the second one, but I got to go Lethal Weapon 2.
with that gets the vote and the win on that one. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it to Lethal Weapon. I don't care. Like I just don't like on both of these. But DeAndre is in comments, and I try to vote with the comment that people in comments as much as possible. As I've said, Yo Cholo, DeAndre, and it looks like Casey are all going for Lethal Weapon 2.
Yo Cholo
So-
said Die Hard too.
Oh no, okay, you did. Sorry, I missed that. Anyway, it's still 2-1. So Lethal Weapon will be getting my vote on that one. Bubbles.
This is also another lineup that I don't really care much about. But I do want to be a bastard because I'm not going to have this sweeping it. So I'm going to pick Die Hard. You're welcome.
In honor of Yo Cholo on that one. And Jeremy, finish this out. Is it Lethal Weapon 2 or Die Hard 2?
Well, I mean, Bubbles, it is better to die hard than die soft. But I 100% say I'm getting too old for this shit already. It's not that important, impressive of a matchup. So Lethal Weapon 2, because as Casey said, Riggs all day.
Lethal Weapon 2 moves on 6-1, faces a split vote in the next round. Jamie starts us off. Is it Back to the Future 2 or Harry Potter 2?
Oh, haven't seen none of the Harry Potter.
What are you, fucking Harvey?
It breaks people's hearts. I'm not opposed to watching those. Unlike Lord of the Rings, where I will not watch those. I probably would watch the Harry Potters at some point, and this is not a Harry Potter tattoo either. Usually people think that it's not. It's not get twisted. So we're gonna go with not Harry Potter. Only because I haven't seen it yet, so I'm just gonna go with it. Back to the Future.
Harley, Harry Potter 2 or Back to the Future 2?
Well, I'm going to say Back to the Future 2 because I know if I say Harry Potter, Kevin's going to get me later. So Back to the Future 2.
Gets another one, Kevin.
Oh, Back to the Future too. I mean, I got tattoos. Back to the Future. So I got a whole shelf of Back to the Future stuff right over there.
As I was saying before, Back to the Future it's not a solid trilogy because of the third one, but the second one is probably my favorite one of the trilogy. The only reason that I say the third one is my favorite realistically is because of the absurdity of the entire thing. But if you're going for like hands down the better movie of the three, I can realistically say that even without my opinion, that Back to the Future 2 is probably the best one of the actual trilogy total.
Who don't want power laces, a hoverboard, and a self adjusting jacket? I mean, come on.
DeAndre in comments, like, I'm not saying it's bad. In fact, for personal reasons, it is my favorite movie. But I can see how people say that Back to the Future 2 is the best movie of the trilogy. So there's that. It's not bad at all. With that, Back to the Future 2 gets to win. Bubbles.
Well, Kevin, you're sitting there, you're saying about the like self-lacing shoes and self-adjusting jackets. I'm just going to throw this out there. If you were a wizard, it would work out just the same way.
Thank you. Fucking thank you.
And I am absolutely going to go for Harry Potter.
That's fair, I guess.
Jeremy.
I personally think that Back to the Future 2 is the worst Back to the Future movie of all three. The third one is definitely the best one. I don't care how absurd you think it is. It fucking makes sense scientifically, as much as all the other ones do, at least. So fucking, like, Back to the Future 2 is the worst, fucking most boring one out of all three. And I am so going for Harry Potter, not just because it's Harry Potter, not just because I want to check out Bubbles' Chamber of Secrets, just because it's an amazing fucking movie.
Careful, I might let you slither in.
Get ready for the Anaconda.
Yeah. Good one, Bubbles.
She's here all day.
Golf clap there, dear. Fucking golf clap.
Freddie, we gave you an opener.
Speaking of openers, anyway.
Hey.
Oh. Wow.
JP finished this out. Is it Back to the Future 2 or Harry Potter 2?
I got to go with Back to the Future 2. I mean, it's got the iconic where he steps off the roof and lands on top of the car that's been copied in a ton of other things.
Back to the Future 2 moves on into 5 to 2, faces of 5 to 2 in the next round. Harley starts us off. Is it Kick-Ass 2 or Rocky 2?
Rocky 2.
Rocky 2 gets a vote. Rocky 3, by the way, is the one that has the what is it? Eye of the Tiger song in it.
Yeah.
So just so people don't confuse that one. Kevin, Rocky 2, Kick-Ass 2.
Is Rocky 2 the one with Mr. T?
Nope.
No. Then I'll go Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass gets a vote. I'm gonna give it another vote too. I like both of those movies, the first one and the second one. Even though, like, I'm pretty sure Nicolas Cage is not doing that legitimate fire stunt, but whoever is doing that legitimate fire stunt is a fucking hero.
That
So,
was the first one, not the
Kick-Ass.
second one.
No, this was in the series. So,
Oh.
but yeah, Kick-Ass 2 is pretty fucking good too. So, Bubbles, Rocky 2 or Kick-Ass 2?
I'm gonna give this one to Kick-Ass 2 as well. I feel like this really is gonna come down to, if I'm sitting there staring at the two movies, which one am I gonna pick? And it would end up being Kick-Ass 2.
Jeremy, Kick-Ass 2, Rocky 2.
Never been a fan of any of the Rocky movies at all. Never been interested with them. Boxing doesn't interest me at all. But yeah, wrestling did. I can't explain that. But Kick-Ass 2 is fucking incredible. And you want to think John Wick's a good movie because what they did to his dog, what they do to Jim Carrey's dog in Kick-Ass 2 is so much more brutal and horrible. So fucking Kick-Ass 2 for Jim Carrey and just for the amazingness that is Hit Girl and Kick-Ass.
With that, gets to vote. JP, Kick-Ass 2 or Rocky 2?
I'll go with Rocky 2.
Jamie, finish us out.
I like both, but I can watch Kick-Ass 2 more than the Rocky movies before I'll get sick of them. So, Kick-Ass. Yeah.
Kick-Ass 2 moves on 5 to 2, faces a 7 to 0 next round. Kevin starts us off. Is it Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, or Final Destination 2? And if I remember right, Final Destination 2 is the one with the entire log truck.
Yeah. Yeah, which makes me never want to get behind one.
Yep.
When I'm driving.
They've ruined an entire generation of people.
You know what? Because that had more of an impression just because of my everyday life, I'll go with Final Destination.
It gets a vote. I'm going to give it to Final Destination as well. I love The Spy Who Shagged Me. It's not the best one of the series. I still think the first one is.
Debatable.
The only reason we like the third one is because of Beyonce.
Really? Really? Fat bastard? You're talking about what?
Yeah, I still love the first one of those. But Bubbles, is it The Spy Who Shagged Me or Final Destination 2?
I absolutely love both of these movies, and obviously for two separate reasons. They're very different in genre. But I agree with Kevin. I feel like Final Destination had definitely left an everlasting imprint on my life. And I'm going to have to go with Final Destination just specifically for that. Oh, and then the barbed wire that just went, cut his face in half.
That was a practical effect too. And that was probably one of my favorite practical effects. Like there was no CGI on that one. He didn't die. Don't get me wrong. Like he did that. They didn't kill anybody, but how they did that was absolutely fantastic. And as far as effects goes, Jeremy, Final Destination 2 or The Spy Who Shagged Me?
Well, all I can say is death don't want no juggalo, so I ain't afraid death. And I will 100% go with The Spy Who Shagged Me because Bubbles, you should change your name to Felicity Shagwell right now. You should change your name to Felicity Shagwell. And I'm gonna disagree with Dre. I think Goldmember's the best Austin Powers movie by far, but I am gonna go with The Spy Who Shagged Me because that is the second best Austin Powers movie.
JP, Final Destination 2 or The Spy That Shagged Me? Who Shagney, I guess.
Even knowing it was Heather Graham, I think that was in the second Austin Powers. But
Yeah, it was.
Nation's gonna get my vote.
Spy.
Final Destination.
Okay. Sorry, you're cutting out as far as sound goes. At least on my end. I don't know anybody else's, but Final Destination 2 gets to vote and the win on that one. Jamie, Final Destination 2 or Spy That Shagged Me? Who shagged me?
I personally had a weird obsession with all of the Austin Power movies, like every single fucking one of them. And
I
the
feel
first
like you
person I
would.
ran into in Hollywood when we went for our senior trip for band was Austin Powers impersonator. So it's gonna definitely be The Spy Who Shagged Me. There's a lot of good moments in that movie. I mean, come on, they really kind of developed the characters when it comes down to like Vern Troyer as Mini-Me. And yeah,
Rest
Heather
in peace
Graham
to
was
him,
the
sir.
one in it, but it's a damn. I love them all, so that's where my love goes first. Austin Powers, period. Duh.
And Jamie,
Harley.
Jamie, it was me. I was the spy.
Oh, you wish.
And
That's
Harley,
right.
finish this out.
I'm going to have to go with Final Destination 2 because of the traumatization that happened to all of our generation.
Yeah, exactly. Final Destination 2 moves on 5-2. To face a 6-1 in the next round. I start this one off. Rush Hour 2 or Men in Black 2?
Fuck
This
you,
is hands
Freddie.
down. This is hands down Rush Hour 2. As I've said before, I personally think Rush Hour 2 is Rush Hour 2. The Rush Hour franchise is probably one of my favorite franchises, period. Like, there's no flaws in any of those movies. And it gets my vote. Bubbles.
So part of me wants to like give this as a fuck you, Freddie. Not it's I just didn't want them to be mashed up so early.
It happens when it happens, sweetie.
It does. I know.
Makes a difference when it's Freddie and not us. So yes, fuck you, Freddie.
Right. But I am gonna have to go with Rush Hour on this one because again, I loved the just like Freddie, I loved the franchise on that one. Whereas with Men in Black, I did not love the entire franchise with it. So for consistency reasons, I'm gonna go with Rush Hour.
Rush Hour 2 gets a vote. Jeremy.
This is a complete, let me grab my fucking shovel, fuck you, Freddie matchup. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh. See? All right. Here's what I'm going to have to do, because Rush Hour is 2 is fucking incredible. It's the first Rush Hour movie I ever saw. I saw it in theaters, for fuck's sake. And, I mean, you want to talk traumatization, be a fucking middle schooler, they're talking about cutting off your egg roll. Like, oh, fuck. But Men in Black 2, though, fucking Selena is high shit. Johnny Knoxville as an annoying alien is fucking amazing. And, I mean, you got the great, great, great Will Smith, of course. Harvey, shout out to you. And
Don't forget
Tommy
the balls
Lee-
on Chinian.
Yeah, I was waiting on that one, too.
I mean, fucking, it's an amazing fucking movie, and it gave us one of the greatest songs ever. Because I'm gonna nod my head over here all day for Men in Black 2. Nod your head, motherfucker.
It gets a vote. I was waiting for the Harvey shout out to come out. I really was.
And the black suits are
JP.
coming. That's real.
JP, is it Men in Black 2 or Rush Hour 2?
I'll go with Rush Hour.
To vote. Jamie.
Kind of like you guys said earlier, if this was the first Men in Black for some reason versus Rush Hour 2, it'd be a whole different conversation right now. But
I think the second one's better.
I don't know. I don't think it was. I think it was just as good for Men in Black. So but I did enjoy the banter between the characters on Rush Hour 2 and just Rush Hour in general. So Rush Hour 2, we're just gonna do it. Yeah, we're going for it.
Rush Hour 2 gets the vote and the win. I agree with Jeremy, though. I personally think that Men in Black 2 is better than Men in Black 1. So there's that. Rush Hour 2 gets the vote. Harley, Men in Black 2, Rush Hour 2.
I don't have to think about this because I prefer the Rush Hour franchise altogether over Men in Black, so Rush Hour 2 gets my vote.
Kevin?
This is a real tough one for me because I love both of these movies actually. But just the chemistry between Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan doing all his own stunts. Rush Hour.
Yeah, I don't see Will Smith doing that.
He don't
going
need
to
to.
up slap people.
He's the Fresh Prince. He don't need to do his own stunts.
Yeah, he slaps comedians on stage.
Rush Hour 2 moves on 6-1 to the next round. Last up in this one, Bubble starts us off. Is it Home Alone 2 or X-Men 2?
Oh, fuck you, Freddie.
Oh, and it's so close to the holidays. You know what? I feel like I enjoyed the first Home Alone more so than the second one. So I'm gonna go with X-Men 2 on this one.
Gets a vote. Jeremy, X-Men 2 or Home Alone 2?
God damn you, Freddie. God damn you. The death of fucking Jean Grey. The death of Cyclops. Like, Wolverine's origins and shit. Like, Stryker. Fuck. Versus the best Home Alone movie. Home Alone 2 is the best Home Alone movie because Donald Trump showed him where to fucking go in the hotel. And it's got Tim Curry. Motherfucking Tim Curry. So, I
know, right?
Fuck it. It's Marvel. X-Men 2 all the way. It's fucking X-Men. I can't vote against X-Men ever. You know that. It's like Star Wars to me.
While Jeremy was debating with himself, Tim Curry,
I must myself all the time. Thank you.
Tim Curry, speaking of, will be an upcoming bracket on the schedule in early December, I think. So look forward to that one. It's a Sweet 16, so it's going to be like a highly contested one. JP,
sit there in anticipation.
JP, is it X-Men 2 or Home Alone 2?
I'll go with X-Men.
Okay. Gets a vote. Jamie, X-Men 2 or Home Alone 2?
I enjoyed Home Alone 2, but not quite as much as the first. So I am a huge X-Men fan. So it's going to be X-Men 2.
XX, baby.
Whoa.
What the fuck was that?
Harley, X-Men 2 or Home Alone 2?
With Home Alone 2 because I've actually met Macaulay Culkin, and he did get busted with going through Oklahoma with all the drugs that he was carrying. If you didn't know that.
So he's not a smooth criminal, apparently.
No.
Home Alone 2 gets a vote. Kevin?
Home Alone 2. I've voted for too much Marvel already, so Home Alone 2.
Kevin's voting for Kevin on that one. I'm going to finish it out. I'm going to go for Home Alone 2 as well. Not the best Home Alone movie. I'm sorry, Dre, on that one. It's not. And not because of Trump. I don't really care. I do love the story behind that, though, how Trump wouldn't let them use the hotel because he owned the hotel unless he's part of the movie. So he kind of strong-handed himself into the movie, which I think is absolutely a baller move. I don't like the guy, but I still think that's a baller fucking move. So X-Men 2 moves on to the next round, faces a 4-3 in that one. We'll be right back right after this break. Okay. JP, you got an ad for us? Okay, that's what I thought. Harley and Kevin.
I'll let Harley go ahead and go first.
Hey guys, check me out on the Mod Squad Network. We go live every Saturday night with a giveaway, and I am the host of our horror show and our movie show, and co-host of our gamer show with the Bearded Geek himself. And we have a Facebook page, and we stream on all major podcasts.
Mr. Bearded Geek, sir.
Oh, yeah. You can find me at Back to the Retro Review on YouTube, where I review movies from the 80s and 90s. Currently, Liar Liar is currently live, but starting Monday, we have Mortal Kombat coming up, so check it out.
And both Harley and Kevin are previous commenters as well. If you are in the comments or watch show post as well, if you want to be on the show, let me know. And we'll see, as you can tell by them being on the show, we can get something working going on. So there's that. Welcome back for round 2 starting off. Jeremy, who is not in the office currently, so he will not be starting us off. JP will be starting us off. Is it Guardians 2 at 6-1 or Dead Man's Chest moving on 4-3?
Guardians.
Guardians gets a vote. Jamie.
Guardians. So you're saying Chris Pratt versus Johnny Depp?
Yes.
God damn it. So Chris Pratt, though, he's really funny. Guardians.
Gets a vote. Jeremy, since you missed your opportunity to start, is it Guardians 1 or Dead Man's Chest?
You mean Guardians 2?
Sorry, Guardians 2. I my sixes looks like G's when I write them down, so it says G1 for Guardians 1, but it's actually Guardians 2 sitting up top. So there's that one.
Yeah. Oh fuck, this is not easy, but gotta go Marvel. Guardians 2.
Gets a vote. To answer Dre in comments, no, not currently. And I think we just filled out. I'm sure I just filled out. We have our schedule filled out all the way until November 2nd of next year, and then that's going to be our 3rd birthday episode. So I think we're going for our 3rd birthday episode is going to be best franchises, because we keep talking about best franchises. So for a 3rd birthday, that's probably going to be what that is. Guardians gets a vote on that one. Jamie, Guardians 1 or Dead Man's Chest already voted. Harley, Guardians 1, Guardians 2, son of a biscuit.
Stroke number 25.
I know, right? I'm just stroke. Harley.
Bubbles is on screen, so I imagine that's usually the case.
Well, I mean, we all have to have a muse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Dre, I agree with
Clerks 2. I
agree with one of these.
And it's not Grease.
If I can't finger that fast, apparently my phone can't keep up with it. The fact that Clerks 2 and Grease 2 is not on here is a travesty. I agree with Clerks 2. Clerks 2 is a good movie.
You said,
but when I released,
fast.
this is not just on me. When I released this list months ago on our calendar that every bastard has a access to, nobody said anything. And I could always put Clerks 2 or Grease 2 in as a play-in matchup, but nobody said anything, so it's not only my fault on that one. I do agree with Clerks 2. I apologize for that one.
Yeah, I don't know
Harley.
about Grease 2, though. Like, it's not that I didn't enjoy it, because I love musicals. But as far as, like, thinking of the comparison between Grease 2 and Grease 1, like, they're not even in the same ballpark. Oh my goodness. Like, music wise, filming wise, like, none of it is on the same playing field. Like, you've got like an A-rated movie against it, like maybe a C-rated movie going on there. The songs were not that fabulous either.
I'm pretty sure this is directed at you.
Grease 1's better than Grease 2. Completely.
I'm willing to
John
take
Travolta's better. John Travolta's better.
Exactly.
This is a challenge out for Dre. I'm going to speak for Dre on this one. If there's a show out there that wants to debate the quality between Grease 1 and Grease 2, I'm pretty sure Dre is going to die on that hill. So And my comments are going the comments on the show are going so fast that I can't like keep up with them. All right. Anyway, Harley, back to the show. Guardians 2 or Dead Man's Chest?
Guardians 2.
Gets the vote and the win on that one, Kevin.
Yeah, Dead Man's Chest.
I'm going to go with Guardians 1. I'm not a fan of the Pirates movies. I can see how they are considered good movies to a lot of people. They're funny for the first 2 times you watch them. Other than that, I don't really see the rewatchability. Guardians, however, especially if you are like a bearded geek, for instance, and I say that with as much love as possible, the more you dive into Guardians, you see something different each time, and I think the care that it took to place all those is absolutely great. So, Yo Cholo is apparently challenging Dre to this entire Grease 1 versus Grease 2, and Casey is in AEATM and Evening at the Movies is willing to have a Grease debate. I just need someone willing to battle Dre. So apparently, Yo Cholo, DeAndre wants to smoke on that one. Moving on.
Grease
Bubbles.
him up, Cholo. Grease him up.
Did that one. Oh, no, Bubbles didn't start that one. Bubbles, finish this out. Guardians 2 or Dead Man's Chest?
Okay, so I definitely love Pirates of the Caribbean. I absolutely love Johnny Depp. But for the exact reason that Freddie had mentioned, as far as the care and we're going to place this Easter egg right here in the middle of it, but we're going to come back to it like 3 movies in a different like place elsewhere. Like, yeah, no, that's definitely, that's going to be my vote. It's going to be Guardians.
And it's not even that. It's not only like 3 movies later in the same franchise. It's 3 movies later in a completely different franchise.
Like Iron Man or something. It's just, or
yeah,
like
and it's like, oh, you rat bastard type thing. It's just, yeah, that's what it is. Guardians move on 6-1 to the next round. Jeremy, who missed his opportunity to start this one off, starts this one off this time. Is it T2 or Lethal Weapon 2?
That's easy. I mean, Lethal Weapon 2 is alright, but it's fucking T2. Come on. You get to see Arnold Schwarzenegger melting fucking magma, for God's sake, wherever the fuck that shit is. So, fuck yeah. I mean, T2 was epic as a kid. It was fucking epic. And that scene where they're at the playground, the fucking nuke goes off and shit. Like, that's oof.
I wouldn't call it magma. I'd call it melted metal. Magma is inside the earth. Lava is outside of the earth, so it depends on location.
It's evil corporations. Who knows where they're getting their shit from?
And it's neither. So T2 gets a vote. JP, is it T2 or Lethal Weapon 2?
I'll go with T2.
T2 gets another one. Jamie.
I feel like, again, I'm not invested hard in this one. I like and dislike both of them equally. I'm going to go with T2 because it's just a little better on the storyline, I think. So, T2.
Gets a vote. Harley.
I agree with Jamie. I will have to say T2.
Kevin.
T2. It has the most iconic thumbs up ever. So, T2.
I'm going to go with T2 as well. I'm not a fan of the Lethal Weapon series in general. Even the first one, which people gets a lot of love, but T2 is absolutely fantastic. I love T1 more than T2 just for the simple fact that T1 was illegal as fuck. Like, they didn't have filming permits and anything else, which is the reason why it's shot the way it's shot. So they would have to go shoot something, and if they had to reshoot something, they couldn't go back to the same location because they weren't allowed to shoot where they were shooting because they didn't have permits for it. So the fact that the fact that movie went off as well as it did is absolutely fantastic. But T2 is better than Lethal Weapon 2, flat out, and it gets my vote. Bubbles.
I'm agreeing with Jamie on this one. It's also another mashup that I don't really care too much about. I'm gonna go with like majority on this one and do T2.
T2, which means it is a 7-0 split, or 7-0 sweep. Both S words. Jamie starts this off. Is it? I'm pretty sure this is both DC at this point. Is it The Dark Knight or Kick-Ass 2?
Oh. I have a hard time ever voting against The Dark Knight also when it comes to the movies because, again, it's one that the family and I enjoy a lot. There's many aspects to that movie that we highly enjoy. I think the bus and the bank scene is probably one of my top favorites. I'm going to give it to The Dark Knight.
Get Jamie's vote. Harley.
I'm going to have to go with The Dark Knight.
Gets another one. Kevin.
Dark Knight.
I'm going to be the person not to go with Dark Knight on this one. Kick-Ass, again, Kick-Ass in general is fantastic, but Kick-Ass 2 is fucking great. So I'm going to go with Kick-Ass 2, even though I'm pretty sure Dark Knight's going to go on this one. Bubbles, is it Dark Knight or Kick-Ass 2?
I'm gonna go with Kick-Ass 2 on this one.
Jeremy. Not knowing how JP is going to vote, if you want Dark Knight out of here right now would be an excellent time to steal a vote.
Yes. Freddie, thank you for taking my thunder. But I totally was planning on stealing JP's vote to make sure Dark Knight dies the fucking death it deserves. Fucking no. Kick-Ass 2 is not even usually one that would rank over a Batman movie, but fucking Dark Knight needs to die. It needs to die an unholy death, 20 feet under the ground, so it can't come the fuck back. They should have had fucking Kevin Conroy do the voice for Joker and just put a fucking stuntman in there doing the body. Or not Kevin Conroy, fucking Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
I apologize for that.
Fingers everywhere from fucking
Or
Jamie.
actually, fuck that. In that time era, Mark Hamill could have played the Joker. He would have looked perfect in makeup.
I would like to point out, though, that both steal-a-votes were used on the same fucking movie with opposite reactions. And so, there's that. Harley starts us off. Is it Rush Hour 2 or Aliens?
Rush Hour 2.
Gets a vote. Kevin
Oh yeah, easily Rush Hour 2.
gets a second and a third vote. You guys know my reasons, Bubbles.
Rush Hour 2, of course.
Gets the vote and the win. Jeremy.
Oh, sweetie, don't talk with a mouthful. You guys follow it first. But 100% Rush Hour 2 in this one. Rush Hour 2 all day.
JP.
Rush Hour.
Jamie.
What the fuck is Rush Hour up against?
Aliens.
Rush Hour up against traffic.
I don't even give a shit about any of these fucking votes right now because I'm really salty right now, Jeremy. I'm not gonna let this go. It's gonna be revenge. I am so mad.
Jamie,
Coming for you.
Jamie, if it was a little salty, and I'll eat more pineapple next time, okay?
Nah, you would.
Oh.
I would demand a recount. Okay.
Right.
Rude.
Rush Hour moves on. A
Been a bastard for
7-0 sweep.
Yeah.
Kevin starts us off in a matchup of sweeps from last round. Is it Toy Story 2 or Shrek 2?
Oh fuck you, Freddie.
Fuck you, Freddie.
Fuck. Shit.
Yeah, DeAndre. If you want to schedule a fight with Jeremy by the pool after school at 3 p.m., I'm gonna beat his ass. Then you can have him afterwards.
I might enjoy it.
Numbers now.
I might enjoy it. I'm typically a lover, not a fighter.
I hate you.
There's a flagpole in freaking Eddyville for that one. While while Kevin's deciding on this one, DeAndre's in comments. The fact that The Dark Knight is out is BS. Wow. And No Cello is, of course, going for Shrek. Kevin.
I did it for the people. I did it for The Rock.
It's a straight up toss up. It's a straight up toss up for me. So since Yo Cholo said Shrek, I'll go Shrek.
Okay. I would like to reiterate that a couple people still have both of their lifelines. One is a blowing of load, and the other one's is steal a vote. So there's that one. You guys know who you are. Shrek will be getting Kevin's vote. Shrek will be getting my vote, and that's a hands down. Bubbles.
I'm gonna do Toy Story on this one. I really do like both movies. I kind of really want to be like "fuck you, Freddy" on it, but I feel like it was a little bit easier with this particular matchup to lean towards Toy Story.
Gets a vote. It's a tie game. Jeremy.
Well, I'm gonna have to agree with Bubbles. You got a friend in you because it's Toy Story 2.
Jesus.
I might not
JP,
be your friend no more, so fuck you.
Is Toy Story
Story
2 the one where the aliens get introduced?
No, that was the first
That's
one
a-
where they're in that
that's
little
a-
pod thing.
The
When they're moving.
I'll still go with Toy Story, though.
Jamie, Toy Story 2 or Shrek 2?
For rewatchability, how much I watched it when I was younger and even older, I'm gonna go with Toy Story 2.
Avoiding the sweep on, or
Question like, guys,
avoiding
how
the
much I
split,
still watch it now.
avoiding the split decision for Harley. Toy Story will be moving on, but is it Toy Story 2 or Shrek 2?
Okay, so to go against Yo Cholo and the Bearded Geek, I'm going to say Toy Story 2.
Which Freddie,
Five.
that's weird. Freddie, that's weird because usually toys go towards a split situation.
Toy Story 2 moves on to the next round. I start this one off. Temple of Doom or Back to the Future 2. This is a very easy vote for me. It's going to be Back to the Future 2. Hands down. Bubbles
Back to the Future too.
gets another one. Jeremy.
See, this is my hatred of Back to the Future 2, and for Miss Jackie, our beloved guest that's been on a long time, I give it to my Harrison Ford. I give it to the man, Indiana Jones.
Temple of Doom is probably the worst one of the franchise. No, second worst one of the franchise.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Crystal Skull is amazing. Fuck you.
Oh, Crystal Skull does not even exist.
It's not. That's not a movie. I was talking about the entire Dial of Destiny, but okay.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's not worth it. JP, Temple of Doom or Back to the Future 2?
Back to the Future.
Gets another vote. Jamie.
I equally care and not care about this, so I'm going with Back to the Future.
Gets the vote and the win. Harley.
Back to the Future.
And Kevin, finish this out.
Oh, hands down, Back to the Future.
6-1 moves on to face a 7-0 in the next round. Bubble
Jeremy,
starts
that's
us off.
for picking out the Dark Knight.
It was worth it.
Bubble starts us off. Is it Deadpool 2 or Final Destination 2?
Fuck us, man.
That's the plan.
That's some bullshit. Better be Deadpool 2 that everybody says. Fucking.
I mean, again, if you're offering, I mean,
You know what? I'm gonna go with Deadpool 2, just because I want to lean more towards the comedy side.
I'm gonna have to take myself to Vegas eventually. So,
I'm not even in Vegas.
you're close fucking enough. I will make a
8 hours is
trip.
Not close.
I will make a trip. All right.
Well, I'm honored.
He'll make a trip to divorce court.
You're telling me that you wouldn't make an 8-hour trip to fucking meet Bubbles? Come
I
on.
would. Oh,
I swear to God.
Take 8
I swear
hours.
to God, he almost said to eat Bubbles. And yes, I would make an 8-hour trip for that.
I mean, there's a pie involved somewhere, so.
You liked the soap as a child, didn't you? And the glue, and the markers, and the crayons, Jeremy. Did you not?
No, I wasn't into that stuff. Just give me a bag of marshmallows and Godfather.
Nope,
and I had
not-
a good afternoon.
That was a horrible way of lying. Like, no.
Nah, I didn't do that
Jer-
shit. They showed us videos against that shit in health class, damn it.
Then it's only a 4-hour drive for the both of us.
Yeah, halfway, bitches. That's what it is. DeAndre is in comments. He's going to be in Vegas in 3 weeks. I would love to come with you, Dre. I really would, but I got so much fucking shit to do. One of these days, we're going to have like a bastard trip. That if we ever make it famous, we're going to have like a bastard trip around the country just to meet up in like different states and venues and stuff. But that's what it is.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think it'd be a fucking blast. Considering like half of us are in Iowa within like a 20-minute drive from each other. So, Jeremy, Final Destination 2 or Deadpool 2?
Easily Deadpool 2. Not even a competition. I mean, Final Destination movies are fun, but they're like a one-time watch thing for me. I can't rewatch them because you know what's going to happen. The element of surprise is gone. It's not as interesting. Deadpool 2, I can watch every fucking day, and I'll still laugh my ass off at Matt Damon fucking only appearing for a second. And
Deadpool 2 gets a vote. JP?
Deadpool.
Jamie?
I thought I already did Deadpool.
No, Jeremy. You may have last round between Among Returns. Deadpool 2 or Final Destination 2?
Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2 for sure. Yeah, I wrote it down already. That's probably why I was confused. I mean,
gets the vote.
I can't. It's the whole Final Destination scarred me in an annoying way when you're behind those things on the road, or when you're in a plane, or you're going to a tanning bed, you fucking bastards. Like, and I know it's not real, but I know at the same time it's possible. So it's some dumb shit that I don't even need to be thinking about. So get this movie out of this bracket. Yeah.
The thing is, though, is that the thing is with that, though, is that you can avoid the highway a lot of times. You can avoid those trucks. You can avoid tanning beds. You can avoid a whole bunch of shit like with
Sometimes.
that. There's a shower scene. How do you avoid a fucking shower?
Taking baths.
Well,
Yeah, but you're still there.
I don't know. My shower and my bath are separate.
Yeah,
I
not
have a bathtub, and then I have a
Richie.
shower. It's not. It's just
Damn.
the way it was set up. I liked it.
bathtub is for pleasure, showers for duty. Come on.
Yeah, but no, I don't know.
I mean,
I feel like you can't just take a bath either, because then you're like sitting in your own dirt. So
Yeah.
you have to either shower before or shower after.
I always shower after, to be honest.
Or someone clean first. But yeah.
Actually, I don't take baths because I can't. I don't have something that I could put my like tits and my toes in the same water at the same time. Like I have to have one out of the water before. It's just not deep enough. So I know. Size matters, homie.
Sorry,
Harley, the Deadpool 2 or Final Destination 2?
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2 gets a vote. Kevin?
Yeah, it's got to be Deadpool. As much as I don't want it to be.
You could vote differently, sir.
No. I like Deadpool.
I do find it funny that both of these movies talk about killing people. But I'm going to go with Final Destination 2. I'm going to break up this sweep. It's between the two. I think Final Destination 2 is the better movie of the two, flat out. Especially for like rewatchability, because you get to see all the stuff that leads up to the stuff going on. And I'm a huge fan of like fucking kills. in movies. And Final Destination has probably the best, with the exception of Saw, has probably some of the best kills on average. And if you don't believe me, check out the show on YouTube, Dead Meat. They do a show called Kill Count, which is absolutely fantastic if you're a fan of stuff like that. Deadpool 2 gets a vote, gets the win, moving on to 6-1. Last up in the second round, Jeremy starts us off. Is it X2 or Kill Bill Volume 2?
You say Jamie or Jeremy?
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
First of all, I heard Jamie. For 2 years, every time he says our names, I always hear Jeremy when he says Jamie. So I don't fucking know.
We're in order, dude.
No, we're not. JP's not in order.
Okay, well, the first set is.
There's times it sounds similar, so whatever.
So, Kill Bill 2 versus what's the other one?
X2
Uh,
or Xmen 2. Sorry.
let me make my decision here before Freddie has more strokes in the ICU. But it's gonna 100% be X2. It's gotta be X2. Marvel all fucking day.
X2 gets a vote on that one. JP.
Xmen.
Fucking Yo Cholo. Yo Cholo's in comments.
The wife doesn't know.
Care for another necrophilia, anybody?
Wow.
If anybody out there in Spotify land wants to read what Yo Cholo put in comments, just go ahead and check out the YouTube page. I don't have a problem reading it. I just want you back on here. So
don't Google what he fucking wrote though, because you might end up on a list.
Yeah, somewhere.
That explains a lot, Yo Cholo.
This episode is brought to you by Blue Chill. Blue Chew. Damn it. Fucking God.
Blue Chew.
God
Blue
damn
Chew.
it.
Even if you're dead, it stays stiff as a corpse.
Anyway, Jamie, X-Men 2 or Kill Bill Volume 2?
Xmen 2.
Gets another vote. Harley.
Kill Bill.
Avoiding the sweep. Kevin.
Yeah, Kill Bill.
I'm going to go for Kill Bill 2, which means Bubbles gets final tie-breaking decision. And since we are in the second half of this particular round, she gets to know who it is facing in the next round if she so chooses.
Yeah, let's hear it. Who are we facing?
It is either Kill Bill or X2, and this split decision will face Rush Hour 2 in the next round.
It needs to be X2. It's the only way it has a chance.
It's the only way it has a chance. As far as like watchability, and as we know, I absolutely love Marvel, but I feel like I would be more drawn to going to Kill Bill 2.
Don't disappoint me. I don't want to pop you.
In a split decision and a complete turnaround, Kill Bill 2 moves on to the next round in a split decision, facing a 7-0 sweep in Rush Hour in the next round. We'll be right back right after this break. Update. I have not blown my load. Bubbles have not stolen a vote. Jeremy has not blown his load. JP, Jamie, Harley, and Kevin both have both lifelines still intact.
Not to squirt my beard yet. Come on.
Welcome back for round 3 and beyond. JP starts us off on this one. This is the last round 3. So this next 4 option, the next 4 votes that we have are the last time to use your steal a vote. JP starts us off. Is it Guardians 2 or Toy Story 2?
Guardians 2.
Guardians 2 gets a vote. Jamie.
Guardians 2 versus who?
Toy Story 2.
Oh, that's a hard one to say Guardians 2, but I'm still going to.
Gives a vote. Harley.
Guardians 2.
Kevin.
Toy Story.
I'm gonna finish this out. I'm gonna go for Guardians too. Like, I'm mad Toy Story won last round against Shrek because it's fucking Shrek, but that surprised the shit out of me. Bubbles, Guardians 2 or Toy Story 2?
I feel like my childhood has just come to an end as I make this decision because I'm going to go with Guardians 2.
Jeremy.
Well, you know, Bubbles, you go into womanhood and you stop playing with your toys and you find yourself a man like Star-Lord to take care of all your needs. So it's got to be Guardians 2.
Or just find another toy named Woody.
I mean, I'm still waiting to see the new Toy
I
Story.
know, just replace it with new toys.
I'm still waiting to see the spin-off of Toy Story called Toys in the Drawer: The Saga of Andy's Mom. We never see
I'm
Andy's
still
dad.
I'm still sure that's the reason why the entire Tickle Me Elmo vibrated like that was just to sell more toys.
Yep. Yep.
Guardians moves on 6-1 to the next round. Jamie starts us off. Is it T2 or Back to the Future 2?
Oh, I start off?
Yep.
Oh, back
Would
to
you rather finish off?
the future. Yep.
Gets a vote. Harley, Back to the Future 2, T2.
Back to the Future.
Gets another one. Kevin.
I'm going to steal the other bearded guy's vote and take Back to the Future.
You cocksucking motherfucker!
With that, Back to the Future moves on. Jeremy, who is the other bearded man in here. I mean, technically I have hair, but it's not a beard, as Jeremy had pointed out multiple times.
Do not call that a beard and insult men with beards, please.
That's why I'm saying it's like it's not a beard, as Jeremy has said multiple times. So you,
My beard.
I'm gonna go with Back to the Future 2 as well. Bubbles, Back to the Future 2 or T2?
I'm gonna go with Back to the Future 2 on this one.
And since Jeremy got skipped, stolen, JP, is it Back to the Future 2 or T2?
Back to the Future.
In a 7-0 vote, Back to the Future 2 moves on to the final four.
We need to go back to the past and you all can change shitty votes. What the fuck?
That's the second time. That's the second time somebody stole Jeremy's vote.
Well, keep it up, and if you get wind of anything else that means a lot to you, I can still steal your shit yet for that Dark Knight crap. You might want to watch them out.
Now I know how Trump feels getting his vote stolen from him.
Oh,
Yeah, not a political podcast. Harley starts us off. Is it Kick-Ass 2 or Deadpool 2?
Deadpool 2.
Gets a vote from Harley. Kevin?
I'll go kick ass on this one.
I'm going to go Kick-Ass as well. Again, as I said before, I'm not a fan of Deadpool 2. It's a good watch, maybe once or twice, but after that, it's not really not even that funny anymore by that point. So, Bubbles, Kick-Ass 2 or Deadpool 2?
Deadpool 2.
Tie game. Jeremy?
You see, I gotta think that I would love to see like a Wolf and Cub type movie where Deadpool teaches Kick-Ass how to be a hero. Like that would be one of the greatest fucking movies ever made. But I gotta go with Deadpool 2 because Deadpool is the wolf and Kick-Ass just a little cub. He ain't shit. Deadpool.
JP?
I'll go with Deadpool on this one.
Gets the vote and the win. Jamie finishes out.
absolutely Deadpool 2. Thank you.
5-2. Deadpool moves on to the next round. Kevin finishes out. This is the last one to steal a vote.
You already stole a vote, so fuck him.
And Harley can't steal a vote because she's going last. So Jamie, JP, and Bubbles are the only three people who are technically able to steal a vote at this point. Kevin starts us off. Is it Rush Hour 2 or Kill Bill 2?
Is this the last round? I can use my last lifeline as well.
No,
No.
that can go up to the finals.
Okay.
You can blow your load whenever you like, sir.
All right.
Yep.
What's the two? What's the two again?
Rush Hour 2 or Kill Bill 2?
Oh, Rush Hour. Rush Hour. Like I said before, I like the camaraderie between Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan.
Rush Hour 2 gets a vote on that one. I'm going to agree with him. Again, as I said, it's probably one of the best franchises out there, period. Bubbles, Rush Hour 2 or Kill Bill 2?
Rush Hour 2.
Gets another one. Jeremy.
Yeah, I mean, rewatchability, Kill Bill is just fucking long as shit. Like, and it's not entertaining the whole time. Like, a lot of it's just talking. Like, Rush Hour 2 is a lot of fucking funny talking. And that's why it's rewatchable. I mean, I was trying to get my kids into it, but they didn't like it yet. I gotta give them a few years, I think. But, I mean, Rush Hour 2 is fucking incredible.
Yeah, it's kind of a teen movie. Rush Hour 2 gets to vote and the win on that one. JP, Rush Hour 2, Kill Bill 2.
Rush Hour.
Jamie.
Again, it should have been fucking Dark Knight and not the other movie, because I'm gonna vote Rush Hour 2. But come on, Kill Bill.
You're
really?
welcome. You're welcome.
Off. If I could steal your vote in the finals or something, I would, just to be a twat.
What can I say
You can-
except you're welcome?
I mean, you could still technically steal Harley's vote if you want to, but that's...
Why would I want to do? I think we should be able to steal whoever the fuck's vote we want to steal when we want to steal it. So
No, I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna cut that off at this round because this is
That's
moving
fine.
into the final four.
No, but we're gonna revise the fun in it another time. But
All right,
Harley's
me.
because she's got really cool pop figures. I have a few of them. I can see the ones that she's got. My, I got that. I got that. I want that. I really like yours. Sorry.
Yeah.
It goes all the way over to like here.
Love it.
Harley finishes out Rush Hour 2, Kill Bill 2.
Rush Hour 2.
Rush Hour 2, which means Rush Hour 2 moves on to face another 7-0 vote in the semifinals. Kevin started that one off. No more stealing votes. That is done.
Thank the fucking Lord. Thank the fucking Lord.
Myself, Jeremy, JP, Jamie, and Harley, and Kevin still have loads. There you go. Final four. Yeah, final four. We have a Marvel versus Marvel extension, I guess, in this one. It's Guardians 2 versus Deadpool 2. I'm going Guardians 2.
Deadpool 2 is Marvel.
It's Marvel adjacent. It's still Sony.
It's in the sacred timeline.
It's still Sony. It's like some of the Spider-Man movies. It's Marvel, but it's
they're all in the sacred timeline. If you watch Loki, you would fucking know that.
I don't watch Loki.
I think you're ahead of me then because I have not seen that. I've seen.
Yeah, talk about spoilers, sir. Fuck.
Yeah.
If they're not watching it, they're not true Marvel fans anyway, so fuck them.
Guardians gets my vote. Bubbles, Guardians 2, Deadpool 2.
Oh man. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This is a hard one for me because I really, really like both of them.
Right there with you.
You know what? I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna think with my pants on this one. I can't even do that because I really like all people. Oh my god.
Apparently, I am wrong. Casey's in comments. Disney owns Deadpool, so apparently Sony does not.
You're wrong, sir.
It happens.
Oh my god. You know what?
Hold one second. One second there, Bubbles. JP, could you push mute on your mic? You're getting a glitchy thing coming back. So, all right, sorry. Bubbles.
What is the commenters? I'm gonna go ahead and give my vote to the commenters.
Oh.
So majority.
Yo
I think it's
Cholo
all
is
Deadpool.
Guardian of the Galaxy and nobody else.
Okay, I'm giving it to you, Cholo. Like, we're gonna do Guardians on this one. Sorry, Jamie. Oh.
Guardians gets a vote from Bubbles. Jeremy, Guardians 2, Deadpool 2.
Well, fuck. Let me ask you a simple question, though. Why'd you take his eye? Because he'll wake up in the morning and he won't know where his eyeball is. So, fuck yeah. Guardians all day.
JP, Deadpool 2, Guardians 2.
Guardians.
Gets the vote and the win on that one. Jamie, Guardians 2, Deadpool 2.
My heart's a little sad. Let's have a moment for Deadpool. Okay. I still like Guardians anyways, so I'm not mad about it. Ultimately, man, but I'm gonna give my vote to Deadpool.
Deadpool gets the vote. Casey agrees with you, by the way. So you're not the only one. Harley, Deadpool 2, Guardians 2.
Well, Deadpool is the Marvel Harley with the red and black, so I'm gonna have to go Deadpool.
Gets the vote. Kevin.
I'll go Deadpool as well. No real reason.
4-3, Guardians moves on to the next round. That's still a long thing to write out.
That's what she said.
I know. Other one. Bubble starts us off in it's a 7-0 matchup on both of these. Back to the Future 2 or Rush Hour 2.
Oh, Rush Hour 2, easily.
Gets a vote. Jeremy.
Like the beautiful Bubble said, fuck Back to the Future 2, Rush Hour 2 all day.
JP.
Back to the Future.
Ooh.
Fuck, I'm gonna be tiebreaker on this one.
I came Back in the Future. They said you're wrong, JP.
Jamie. Rush Hour 2, Back to the Future 2.
I'm gonna blow my load.
Blowing your load.
I'm gonna blow
Jamie
it.
decided to blow her load, which means Harley votes next. Harley, Rush Hour 2, Back to the Future 2.
Rush Hour 2.
And Kevin.
Can I blow my load as well?
Yes, you can.
You are. Yes, you can.
I'm gonna blow my load as well.
Oh, damn it.
I am going to give Back to the Future a vote on this one, hopefully closing the gap. Jamie.
Well,
That's
I
already
closed the
back
gap.
to me?
Yeah.
That's some bull crap. That went quick.
That's what he said.
You know what? Sorry, your sound cut out there, honey. What's your vote?
Rush Hour 2.
With that gets the win. Kevin, what's your vote?
Back to the Future.
What you
Thank
get
you,
for
Jamie.
blowing the load and going after me?
I
In
was trying
the
to keep it in. I was trying to keep it in. Trying to keep Back to the
in the
Future.
finals, it is a split vote versus split vote. Guardians 2 versus Rush Hour. But the third place, Jeremy starts us off. Is it Deadpool 2 or Back to the Future 2?
All right, well, let me try to hold it this way so I don't get over Harley by accident. I'm going to blow my load.
Oh, God.
I know, it's a lot, sweetie. It's a
You
lot.
don't got me
Trust
in
me.
the eye. There should have been some warning, please.
You have
Well, you got
glasses.
glasses,
You're
you're
fine.
That's all right. You have 4 of them. You're fine. Jeremy blew his load, and JP starts us off for third place. Is it Deadpool 2 or Back to the Future 2?
I'm going Back to the Future. I haven't got tired of it over 30 years, and I think I would with Deadpool eventually.
I'm over Deadpool now. Deadpool 2 now, at least. So there's that one. Jamie, Deadpool 2 or Back to the Future 2?
I'm gonna go with Casey, who's yelling in his caption down there. Damn. Hey, it's Deadpool. I got you. Got you, homie.
See what you get, Yo Cholo, for not using caps. There you go.
And you can't see Casey, but he's off screen lifting weights, screaming 212.
Oh my Jesus! Shut up, Jim. That's awesome.
Harley, Deadpool 2, Back to the Future 2.
Okay, just to go against Yo Cholo and back, well, Kevin again. I'm gonna go Deadpool.
Deadpool gets a vote. Kevin,
Back to the Future 2.
I'm gonna give it a third vote as well. Back to the Future gets my vote. Again, don't care for Deadpool 2. So there's that. Bubbles, Back to the Future 2, Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2. Fuck Back to the Future.
Which means
Senator
Jeremy,
from the floor has
Oh,
spoken.
dead to me.
Which-
Dead to me.
means Jeremy, after blowing his load, gets the final decision, which I'm pretty sure that's what he was aiming for anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
Is
I'll
it
aim for
Deadpool
Bubbles
2 or Back to the
technically,
Future 2?
but I was technically aiming for Bubbles, but and it's funny, you know, it blew my load, and Bubbles gets me hard as a rock again the way she did that. But it's 100% going to be Deadpool 2 because fuck Back to the Future 2 with my heart now dick. So let's go.
I'm just glad it didn't make it to the finals. Deadpool 2 gets third place. JP starts us off. Harley, JP, and myself are the only people not to blow their loads. Is it Guardians 2 or Rush Hour 2?
Guardians.
Guardians 2 gets a vote. Jamie,
Absolutely Guardians, or I'm gonna be really mad. And I'll probably cry about it. Guaranteed.
Harley,
It's not your birthday.
Guardians.
You want to.
Kevin.
Rush Hour.
I will be blowing my load.
Saw that coming.
Bubbles.
Giggity.
Because you demand a completion.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Okay, so I loved all of the Guardians movies. I loved all of the Rush Hour movies. Like, this is a really, really, really hard decision.
Giggity!
Oh my god! I wish we had another kind of live line or something. I'm gonna go with Guardians 2.
Guardians 2 gets to vote, and the win on that one with Bubbles' vote. Jeremy.
Freddie blew
No,
his
we
load for
don't, Yo
nothing.
Cholo.
Oh no.
No. Freddie blew his load for nothing.
Yeah, that happens.
And
Yeah,
what? Did you miscount Freddie?
I miscounted somewhere. There's only one person to vote for Rush Hour, I believe. I'm going to vote for Rush Hour, which means it is a 5-2 vote. Guardians moves on. I thought you did. I thought you started that one off. No, JP started that one off. What's your vote?
It was going to be for Guardians regardless, but fuck yeah. Guardians
There you go.
won! Marvel takes the bid!
I guessed it fucking right. Guardians 2 gets the vote. It's 5-2. That is our show this week, guys. The Bubbles. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Snapchat or TikTok at Jessie Marie, which is JESSYMERIE.
Jeremy.
Wait a minute, are you not on Instagram too, or am I tagging someone completely different in all my posts that you're on?
I think I have an Instagram, but I have not downloaded it to my last 3 phones, so there's
Okay,
zero
I mean-
activity.
I could barely tell the picture looked like you, but it looked like an older version of you, so I couldn't really tell. Like,
An
you know
older
what I mean.
version of me?
well, like a past version. Better way to put that.
I was like, that's kind of
That's
weird.
not how I read that.
But Benjamin Button syndrome over here.
Well, folks, you can find me in Gotham City on my throne because I am a better Joker than Heath Ledger since I took out the fucking Dark Knight, actually. But you can also find me and everything I do on Facebook as the uncensored, unapologetic, and certainly untamed Podcast Collective Facebook group. You can find me on XX Baby, and the gram is at Juggalo Bastard. You can find me on TikTok is at Juggalo Bastard, where you can see all the coolest new funny clips from our freaking brackets. Yes, I started updating again finally. And you can find us on YouTube as Maniacal Music Musings. You can find me as Paranormal Normal. You can also find us live streaming on Blind Knowledge, because all knowledge in this world was blind until the Dark Knight finally sank down beneath the dirt where it belonged.
JP.
Just on Instagram, and it's just my name.
Jamie.
Well, you can find me on most of your social media outlets, but evidently if you Google me, you'll be able to find me. Quite literally.
Nude?
No! God,
Oh, I was hoping your OnlyFans finally got activated.
medias, and it brings you to my damn information. Gosh, you were rude. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm kind of on that. And I said Snapper. I don't know. Fuck. My handle's on here is Slipknot Chica or Slipknot Chica 17. If you want to find me, you will.
That's a promise.
Of
Harley.
course. Even coming up on my next episode, Tuesday, for Evening at the Movies, we just discussed a little bit of A League of Their Own.
Well, you could find us on YouTube and Twitch with the Mod Squad Network. We're also on Facebook, the official Mod Squad Network community.
And of course, Kevin.
You can find me on Facebook at Kevin Ray or on Instagram at Back to the Retro Review.
And I'm your host, Freddie Fisher. You can find me at that on Facebook. While you're on Facebook, check out Bracketology. We have 2 polls going up every single day. Currently, it is Nod to the 90s, where there's a whole bunch of 90s shit going on in one single bracket. And we're doing a TV Pets bracket that we just did on this show a couple weeks ago. It's your guys' chance to go ahead and vote and see if you can find either the same winner or a different winner. The winner we found is still in the bracket. So is Stitch in the bracket. On Twitter, you can find us at Bracket Bastards, of course. You can find me at Fisher777. On Instagram, as always, you can find me at Can't Lick Me. Not one word. Other than that, next week, as I said before, we are doing a Thanksgiving episode where we're celebrating Tom Hanks, as in Tom Hanksgiving, or T. Hanksgiving, Thanksgiving. Episode. We've been on this one for a while, been trying to get this one done, and I am super happy to get this one done finally. I would like to thank Yo Cholo, Casey, and Dre, who have been in the comments. There's one other one up there, but I honestly can't remember who that was, and I apologize for that.
Chancey.
Oh yeah, Chancey was up there too. So thank you for Chancey for showing up. I will leave you guys with the simple words of the late great Jerry Springer, and that is this: take care of yourself and each other. Have a good week, guys, and happy birthday, you bastards!
Happy birthday!